The Buddha speaks of Amitabha Sutra based on the Chinese text translated by Tripitaka Master Kumarajiva of Yaochin. Verse for opening a sutra. The unsurpassed profound and wonderful Dharma is difficult to encounter in hundreds of millions of aeons. I now see and hear it, receive and uphold it, and I vow to fathom the Tathagata's true meaning. Thus I've heard. At one time, the Buddha dwelt at Shravasti in the Jeta Grove in the garden of the benefactor of orphans and the solitary, together with a gathering of great bhikshus, 1,250 in all great arahats whom the assembly knew and recognized. Elders Shariputra, Mahamoggallana, Mahakashyapa, Mahakatyayana, Mahakausila, Revata, Sudipantaka, Nanda, Ananda, Rahula, Gavampati, Pindola, Bharadvaja, Kalodayin, Mahakapina, Vakula, Aniruddha, and others such as these, all great disciples, together with all the bodhisattvas, mahasattvas. Dharma Prince Manjusri, Ajita Bodhisattva, Gandhahastin Bodhisattva, Nityoyuka Bodhisattva, and others such as these, all great bodhisattvas, and together with Shakra, chief among gods, and the numberless great multitudes from all the heavens. At that time, the Buddha told the elder Shariputra, passing from here through hundreds of thousands of millions of Buddha lands to the west, there is a world called ultimate bliss. In this land, a Buddha called Amitabha right now teaches the Dharma. Shariputra, for what reason is this land called ultimate bliss? All living beings of this country endure none of the sufferings, but enjoy every bliss. Therefore, it is called ultimate bliss. Moreover, Shariputra, this land of ultimate bliss is everywhere surrounded by 7 tiers of railings, 7 layers of netting, and 7 rows of trees, all formed from the 4 treasures, and for this reason named ultimate bliss. Moreover, Shariputra, this land of ultimate bliss has pools of the 7 jewels, filled with the waters of 8 meritorious virtues. The bottom of each pool is pure, spread over with golden sand. On the 4 sides are stairs of gold, silver, lapis lazuli, and crystal. Above are raised pavilions, adorned with gold, silver, lapis lazuli, crystal, mother of pearl, red pearls, and carnelian. In the pools are lotuses as large as carriage wheels, green-colored of green light, yellow-colored of yellow light, red-colored of red light, white-colored of white light, subtly, wonderfully fragrant and pure. Shariputra, the realization of the land of ultimate bliss is thus meritoriously adorned. Moreover, Shariputra, in that Buddha land there is always heavenly music, and the ground is yellow gold. In the 6 periods of the day and night, a heavenly rain of mandarava flowers falls, and throughout the clear morning, each living being of that land, with sacks full of the myriads of wonderful flowers, make offerings to the hundreds of thousands of millions of Buddhas of the other directions. At mealtime, they return to their own country, and having eaten, they stroll around. Shariputra, the realization of the land of ultimate bliss is thus meritoriously adorned. Moreover, Shariputra, in this country there all is rare and wonderful, vari-colored birds, white cranes, peacocks, parrots and aigrettes, kalavinkas and 2-headed birds. in the 6 periods of the day and night, the flocks of birds sing forth harmonious and elegant sounds. Their clear and joyful sounds proclaim the 5 roots, the 5 powers, the 7 bodhishas, the 8 sagely vaishyas and dharmas such as these. When living beings of this land hear these sounds, they are altogether mindful of the Buddha, mindful of the Dharma, and mindful of the Sangha. Shariputra, do not say that these birds are born as retribution for their karmic offenses. For what reason? In this Buddha land, there are no 3 evil waves of rebirth. Shariputra, in this Buddha land, not even the names of the 3 evil ways exist, how much the less the actuality. Desiring that the Dharma sound be widely proclaimed, Amitabha Buddha, by transformation, made these multitudes of birds. Shariputra, in that Buddha land, when the soft wind blows, the rows of jeweled trees and jeweled nets give forth subtle and wonderful sounds, like 100,000 kinds of music played at the same time. All those who hear these sounds naturally bring forth in their hearts mindfulness of the Buddha, mindfulness of the Dharma, mindfulness of the Sangha. Shariputra, the realization of the land of ultimate bliss is thus meritoriously adorned. Shariputra, what do you think? Why is this Buddha called Amitabha? Shariputra, the brilliance of that Buddha's light is measureless, illumining the lands of the 10 directions everywhere without obstruction. For this reason he is called Amitabha. Moreover, Shariputra, the life of that Buddha and that of his people extends for measureless, limitless Asankhya Kalpas. For this reason he is called Amitayus. And Shariputra, since Amitabha realized Buddhahood, 10 kalpas have passed. Moreover, Shariputra, that Buddha has measureless, limitless sound-hearer disciples, all arhats, their number incalculable. Thus also is the assembly of bodhisattvas. Shariputra, the realization of the land of ultimate bliss is thus meritoriously adorned. Moreover, Shariputra, those living beings born in the land of the ultimate bliss are all avarvatika. Among them are many who in this very life will dwell in Buddhahood. Their number is extremely many. It is incalculable, and only in measureless, limitless Asankhya Kalpas could it be spoken. Shariputra, those living beings who hear should vow, I wish to be born in that country. And why? Those who thus attain are all superior and good people, all gathered together in one place. Shariputra, one cannot have few good roots, blessings, virtues, and causal connections to attain birth in that land. Shariputra, if there is a good man or a good woman who hears spoken Amitabha and holds the name, whether for 1 day, 2 days, 3, 4, 5 days, 6 days, as long as 7 days, with one heart unconfused, when this person approaches the end of life, before him will appear Amitabha and all the assembly of holy ones. When the end comes, his heart is without inversion. In Amitabha's land of ultimate bliss, he will attain rebirth. Shariputra, because I see this benefit, I speak these words. If living beings hear this spoken, they should make the vow, I will be born in that land. Shariputra, as I now praise the inconceivable benefit from the merit and virtue of Amitabha, thus in the East are also Akshobhya Buddha, Sumeru Appearance Buddha, Great Sumeru Buddha, Sumeru-like Buddha, wonderful sound Buddha, all Buddhas such as these, numberless as Ganges sands. In his own country, each brings forth the appearance of a vast and long tongue, everywhere covering the 3,000 great thousand worlds, and speaks the sincere and actual words. All you living beings should believe, praise, and hold in reverence the inconceivable merit and virtue of this Sutra of the Mindful One, of whom all Buddhas are protective. Shariputra, in the southern world are Sun Moon Lamp Buddha, well-known like Buddha, great blazing shoulders Buddha, Sumeru Lamp Buddha, measureless vigor Buddha, all Buddhas such as these, numberless as Ganges sands. In his own country, each brings forth the appearance of a vast and long tongue, everywhere covering the 3,000 great thousand worlds, and speaks the sincere and actual words. All you living beings should believe, praise, and hold in reverence the inconceivable merit and virtue of this Sutra of the Mindful One, of whom all Buddhas are protective. Shariputra, in the Western world are measureless life Buddha, measureless appearance Buddha, measureless curtain Buddha, great light Buddha, great brightness Buddha, jeweled appearance Buddha, pure light Buddha, all Buddhas such as these, numberless as Ganges sands. In his own country, each brings forth the appearance of a vast and long tongue, everywhere covering the 3,000 great thousand worlds, and speaks the sincere and actual words. All you living beings should believe, praise, and hold in reverence the inconceivable merit and virtue of this Sutra of the Mindful One, of whom all Buddhas are protective. Shariputra, in the northern world are blazing shoulders Buddha, most victorious sound Buddha, hard to injure Buddha, sun-birth Buddha, net brightness Buddha, all Buddhas such as these, numberless as Ganges sands. In his own country, each brings forth the appearance of a vast and long tongue, everywhere covering the 3,000 great thousand worlds, and speaks the sincere and actual words. All you living beings should believe, praise, and hold in reverence the inconceivable merit and virtue of this Sutra of the Mindful One, of whom all Buddhas are protective. Shariputra, in the world below are Lion Buddha, well-known Buddha, famous like Buddha, Dharma Buddha, Dharma curtain Buddha, Dharma maintaining Buddha, all Buddhas such as these, numberless as Ganges sands. In his own country each brings forth the appearance of a vast and long tongue, everywhere covering the 3,000 great thousand worlds, and speaks the sincere and actual words. All you living beings should believe, praise, and hold in reverence the inconceivable merit and virtue of this Sutra of the Mindful One, of whom all Buddhas are protective. Shariputra, in the world above are pure sound Buddha, king of stars Buddha, superior fragrance Buddha, fragrant like Buddha, great blazing shoulders Buddha, vari-colored jewels and flower adornment body Buddha, Sala tree king Buddha, jeweled flower virtue Buddha, vision of all meaning Buddha, such as Mount Sumeru Buddha, all Buddhas such as these, numberless as Ganges sands. In his own country each brings forth the appearance of a vast and long tongue, everywhere covering the 3,000 great thousand worlds, and speaks the sincere and actual words. All you living beings should believe, praise, and hold in reverence the inconceivable merit and virtue of this Sutra of the Mindful One, of whom all Buddhas are protective. Shariputra, what do you think? Why is it called Sutra of the Mindful One, of whom all Buddhas are protective? Shariputra, if a good man or good woman hears this sutra and holds to it, and hears the names of all these Buddhas, this good man or woman will be the mindful one, of whom all Buddhas are protective, and will irreversibly attain to Anuttara Sankhya Sambodhi. Therefore, Shariputra, all of you should believe and accept my words and those which all Buddhas speak. Shariputra, if there are people who have already made the vow, who now make the vow, or who are about to make the vow, I desire to be born in Amitabha's country. These people, whether born in the past, now being born, or to be born in the future, all will irreversibly attain to Anuttara Sankhya Sambodhi. Therefore, Shariputra, all good men and good women, if they are among those who have faith, should make the vow, I will be born in that country. Shariputra, just as I now praise the inconceivable merit and virtue of all Buddhas, all those Buddhas equally praise my inconceivable merit and virtue, saying these words, Shakyamuni Buddha can complete extremely rare and difficult deeds. In the Saha land, in the evil time of the 5 turbidities, in the midst of the Kalpa turbidity, the view turbidity, the affliction turbidity, the living beings turbidity, and the life turbidity, he can attain Anuttara Sankhya Sambodhi, and for the sake of living beings, speak this Dharma, which in the whole world is hard to believe. Shariputra, you should know that I, in the evil time of the 5 turbidities, practice these difficult deeds, attain Anuttara Sankhya Sambodhi, and for all the world speak this Dharma, difficult to believe, extremely difficult. After the Buddha spoke this sutra, Shariputra and all the bhikshus, all the gods, men and asuras, and others from all the worlds, hearing what the Buddha had said, joyously welcomed, faithfully accepted, bowed, and withdrew.